multiplayer online battle arena, also known as action real-time strategy, originated as a subgenre of the real-time strategy genre of video games, in which a player controls a single character in one of two teams. The objective is to destroy the opposing team's main structure with the assistance of periodically spawned computer-controlled units that march forward along set paths. Player characters typically have various abilities and advantages that improve over the course of a game and that contribute to a team's overall strategy. A fusion of action games and real-time strategy games, players do not construct either buildings or units. The genre traces its roots to Aeon of Strife, a custom map for StarCraft where 4 players each controlling a single powerful unit and aided by weak computer-controlled units were put against a stronger computer-controlled faction. Defense of the Ancients, a map based on Aeon of Strife for Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos and the Frozen Throne, was one of the first major titles of its genre and the first MOBA for which has been kept sponsored tournaments. It was followed by the 2 spiritual successors League of Legends and Heroes of Newerth, and eventually a sequel, Dota 2, as well as numerous other games in the genre. History. In 1998, computer game company Blizzard Entertainment released its best-selling real-time strategy game StarCraft with a suite of game editing tools called StarEdit. The tools allowed members of the public to design and create custom maps that allowed play very different from the normal maps. A modder known as Eon64 made a custom map named Aeon of Strife that became very popular. Eon64 states that he was attempting to create gameplay similar to that found in the Precinct Assault mode of 1998 game Future Cop. In the Aeon of Strife map, players controlled a single powerful hero unit fighting amidst 3 lanes, though terrain outside these lanes were nearly vacant. In 2002, Blizzard released Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, with the accompanying Warcraft 3 World Editor. Both the MOBA and tower defense subgenres took substantive shape within the WC3 modding community. A modder named Yul began converting Aeon of Strife into the Warcraft 3 engine, calling the map Defense of the Ancients. Yul substantially improved the complexity of play from the original Aeon of Strife mod. Shortly after creating the custom .A map, Yul left the modding scene. With no clear successor, Warcraft 3 modders created a variety of maps based on .A and featuring different heroes. In 2003, after the release of Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne, a map creator named Moian created a .A variant closely modeled on Yul's map, but combining heroes from the many other versions of .A that existed at the time. Called .A, All Stars, it was inherited after a few months by a modder called Steve Gernsufik, and under his guidance it became the dominant map of the genre. After more than a year of maintaining the .A, All Stars map, with the impending release of an update that significantly changed the map layout, Gernsu left the development to his adjutant Nichus in the year 2005. After some weeks of development and some versions released, the latter turned over responsibility to a modder named IceFrog, who initiated large changes to the mechanics that deepened its complexity and capacity for innovative gameplay. The changes conducted by IceFrog were well received and the number of users on the Dota All-Stars forum is thought to have peaked at over 1 million. Defense of the Ancients were usually referred by the originating maps as AOS style, AOS-esque, AOS clone, AOS-based, AOS-like, or even simply an AOS. By 2008, the popularity of .A had attracted commercial attention. That year, the Casual Collective released Minions, a Flash web game. Gas-powered games also released the first standalone commercial title in the genre, Demigod. In late 2009, Riot Games' debut title, League of Legends, initially designed by Feek, was released. Riot began to refer to the game's genre as a multiplayer online battle arena. Also in 2009, IceFrog, who continued to develop .A, All Stars, was hired by Valve Corporation, in order to design a sequel to the original map. In 2010, S2 Games released Heroes of Newerth, with a large portion of its gameplay and aesthetics based on .A, All Stars. The same year, Valve announced Dota 2 and subsequently secured the franchise's intellectual property rights, after being contested by Riot Games for the .A trademark. Valve referred to Dota 2 and similar games as action real-time strategy games. In 2012, Activision Blizzard settled a trademark dispute with Valve over the usage of the DOTA trademark and announced their own standalone game, which was eventually named Heroes of the Storm. Blizzard adopted their own personal dictation for their game's genre with Hero Brawler, citing its focus on action. In 2014, Hi-Rez Studios released Smite, a MOBA with a third-person perspective. Gameplay: there are two opposing teams whose goal collectively as a team is generally to destroy their enemy's base to win, though some games have the option of different victory conditions. Typically, there is one main structure which must be destroyed to win, though destroying other structures within the opposing team's base may confer other benefits. Defensive structures are in place to prevent this, as well as relatively weak computer-controlled units which periodically spawn at each base and travel down predefined paths toward the opposing team's base. A player controls a single powerful in-game unit generally called a hero. When a hero stands near a killed enemy unit or kills an enemy unit, it gains experience points which allow the hero to level up. When a hero levels up, they have the ability to learn more powerful skills and abilities. When a hero dies, they have to wait a designated time, which generally increases as they level up, until they revive at their base. Each player receives a small amount of gold per second from their base. Moderate amounts of gold are awarded for killing hostile computer-controlled units and larger amounts are awarded for killing enemy heroes. Gold is used by heroes to buy a variety of different items that range in price and impact. For the most part, this involves improving the combat viability of the hero, although there may be other items that support the hero or team as a whole in different ways. As the heroes of each team get stronger, they can use multiple strategies to gain an advantage. These strategies can include securing objectives, killing enemy heroes and farming gold by killing AI units. The stronger a team gets, the more capable they are at destroying the enemy team and their base. Members of the genre do not generally feature several other elements traditionally found in real-time strategy games, notably base management, and army building. Some video games have certain heroes which control a few specialized units. The RPG genre has a much closer resemblance to the gameplay, only limited to an arena. References